The recent announcement by Prime Minister Keir Starmer of a £2.26 billion loan to Ukraine has sparked significant debate, particularly when juxtaposed against the backdrop of escalating poverty and deprivation within the United Kingdom. While international solidarity is commendable, it raises pressing questions about domestic priorities, especially when millions of UK citizens are grappling with basic survival needs. Recent statistics paint a grim picture of the UK's internal challenges. As of 2022 to 23, approximately 4.3 million children, equating to 30% of all children, were living in relative poverty after housing costs. Moreover, nearly 1 in 10 pensioners struggle to afford essentials such as food, energy, bedding, and clothing. These figures underscore a deepening crisis where vulnerable populations, including children and the elderly, face increasing hardship. The government's decision to extend substantial financial support to Ukraine, while morally driven, appears incongruent with its stance on domestic welfare policies. For instance, the two-child benefit limit, which restricts eligibility for means-tested benefits to the first 2 children in a family, has been widely criticized as a driver of child poverty. Removing this policy could potentially lift 300,000 children out of poverty at an estimated annual cost of £1.8 billion. This figure is notably less than the loan extended to Ukraine, prompting citizens to question the allocation of resources. The source of the £2.26 billion loan further complicates the narrative. According to official statements, the loan will be repaid using profits generated from sanctioned Russian sovereign assets held in the EU. This mechanism suggests the availability of substantial funds, leading to a critical inquiry. If such resources can be mobilized for international aid, why can't similar financial strategies be employed to alleviate domestic poverty and support struggling UK families? Public sentiment reflects this dissonance. While there is empathy for Ukraine's plight, many UK citizens feel neglected as they confront soaring living costs, inadequate social support, and diminishing public services. The juxtaposition of significant foreign aid against domestic austerity measures fosters a perception that the government prioritizes international engagements over the welfare of its own people. In conclusion, while supporting Ukraine is a noble endeavor, it is imperative for the UK government to balance its international commitments with the pressing needs of its citizens. Addressing domestic poverty, ensuring children do not go hungry, and safeguarding pensioners from freezing should not be overshadowed by foreign policy initiatives. The question remains, if substantial funds can be allocated abroad, why can't similar investments be made to uplift those suffering within our own borders?